What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. As you know that also Sundays as well. So today is Monday, first day of trading week. Incredible day. As you can see, first day is always good for us, and today also not different. We already running trades and that's going in a good position now. Back to back two trades running in a good place. So let's see what the market is doing. I'll be give my opinion and also you can share your ideas. So first let's look at gold. Now before I jump onto the chart, guys, give a big thumbs up. Okay, smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. It will really help the channel. Also it will help you trading. You'll find a lot of content in your homepage. So as I mentioned earlier in gold analysis later today, what I mentioned is that gold might basically it bounced from this support. Now gold, what it is doing is that, as you can see, this is the local structure is broken and now it is testing this previous support, which is turning resistance here. Okay, so if we closely look at, we see that gold in fact previous support turning resistance testing, and once it is closing as a doji, it is really crucial part that either the price is starting to go up or it is dropping. To me, for the price to drop, we need a clear manipulative false breakout. What I can say is, like for example, if you look at the daily on gold, today is the first day of trading. As you can see, there's a little bit of gap opening here on the daily. What I think that if today the price crosses that 1797, okay, so that means that in 1797, 1797.2, okay, then we will be selling gold. Okay, we'll be selling gold, and that will be the best place for entering, because if the price break this high and close back below, that's the sign that the price grab liquidity and then it could continue to drop. In other situation we'll consider, but for me it will be an ideal situation. But if gold closes as a doji like that, then we could see another one to continue to rise. So with that in mind, what we will be waiting for gold is for the price to create, the price to break this resistance, and then from this resistance the price to reject. So let's see what happened. I will be really happy to open sell position after price break this 1797.45 and then to give us a price action that we are looking for, not blindly. As you know, the trading is all about understanding the pattern, understanding the direction, and also not being so much of what I can say rigid in decision. We need to see the price action and then we need to jump on a trade. But so far we see, as I mentioned earlier, that the price has broken this local support here with that channel. Now with that support, now it is testing as a resistance, and we want to see a clear rejection from here, and then we could see drop. So there is a probability for gold to drop. Let's see what happened. In the meantime, guys and girls, don't hesitate to use the live chat to interact with me, or if you have to share any ideas, or if you want to share with other traders in this live chat, you can let us know which one you are trading or what's your idea about the market. So let me look at the chat. Okay, I see that Forex. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Alzarin, hello coach, good morning, no problems. Hello Thomas, hello, thank you very much. Haider, thank you Haider. Mila, good morning. Nizam, thank you very much Mila, so for joining this live session. So going back to some of the trade that we are running, I'm gonna quickly explain and then we'll jump on to other pairs. Going to the Aussie Yen, as early today, as I mentioned, we opened trade on Aussie Yen. We just entered into the profit zone now. So the reason we have entered Aussie Yen, if I look at the daily, what I have seen that in fact Aussie Yen, if you look at the daily, the price just been rejected from the daily 20 MA with liquidity grab from the previous day's high, which is very, very important. If you look at the daily high and how the candle is forming is super important. The reason is when you see a market like that, let's say there are two strong rejection candle, you see the daily, on the daily perspective, a clear impulse now followed by this correction. Okay, so if we take our Fibonacci for this daily movement, what we see that the price basically retrace almost 61.8% Fibonacci level. Now with that Fibonacci level, what we have seen that the price just been rejected from the daily 20 MA and also daily support. Okay, here support here, which is turning resistance here. So if we turn on our TF or trend following indicator, we see that there is a sell signal multiple times, and now this current candle also is a sell signal, but it's not showing on the dailies because daily candle has not closed yet. But what we see that the price satisfying our TF or trend following strategy in this instance. And why am I thinking that? Let's say sometime a very good question comes in mind is either it's a pullback or it's a reversal. Why am I not thinking that this is now reversal and the price should go like that? Anything can happen in trading, no one can guarantee, but the logic behind is, as we have a strategy like that, we do have clear strategy to trade this market, as I mentioned, but the logic behind is this is a pullback is because if you compare the drop, the sellers is only 2 days, see how much volume came in the market, what is the strength or the a health of the daily candle. And if you look at these candles on the daily, see how many, almost 6 days now on Aussie Yen reach 60% of the 2 days price, and that's how we can understand either a market is in a pullback or is in a impulsive phase. So, and at the same time, if you look at the trend and overall market structure, we see that Aussie Yen, this is the resistance zone here. Okay, so this is the resistance zone here, and with that resistance we see that Aussie Yen in fact creating a strong bearish price action, and we can expect this one to continue to drop, and that if this is the starting of the impulse, if we see on the daily close, we might increase our profit target or we might add position on the way. So we will add a position, because in that case Aussie Yen we could see at least further move. At least we can expect in worst case scenario the price to come back to this level at least. So that could be a very good place for selling Aussie Yen. Looking at Aussie dollar, so before going back to Aussie dollar, let me see guys what you are up to. Rizwan, hello coach, thank you very much. Jerk, good evening, thank you. Jerk, Rajib, good evening coach, thank you very much. Rizwan, and hi there. Super, what happened to you? Okay, thank you very much. So good evening coach. For long-term trades of gold, what could be the resistance and support zone to have a trade and leave it for 2 to 3 weeks? Okay, so you are thinking about long-term trade, Mushabab. So looking at gold for long-term opportunity, what I would say that if I look at weekly, so in that case you need to look at weekly. See, some of you, I don't know, maybe be interested on this. Sometime I know that some traders sometimes trade on weekly, and very reliable price action trading on the weekly and daily. So for me, gold this week, I think we could see further drop, but for 2 to 3 weeks holding trade, if you're trading on the weekly, then I would say that currently we don't have any trade in this zone, because the price facing a resistance and it's a long-term uptrend. So you might see the prices moving along this direction. So but in the meantime, if you are investing on gold for 2 to 3 weeks, I know that you are in our VIP Telegram channel. Text me. When on the weekly chart closed, I will give you separate trade ideas so that you can hold the trade for 2 to 3 weeks. If anyone wants to hold, I will sometimes send this kind of trade as well, because I know that some traders have a bigger investment capacity in a safest way, so it's better to trade that way also. So for the time being, for short-term gold, what I see that, as you can see, gold already has broken the daily low here. Okay, now with that daily low, what I see that gold basically has primarily grabbed liquidity and gone up, but I don't think that gold price will be able to create a bullish price action like that. The way the market has opened, the best place to sell gold will be now is up on daily break. So if the price break on the daily in that way, or on a retest, on the lower time frame, if we see, pardon me, a reversal, for example, like this one, which is closing 1 hour 16 minutes, like this doji. Now this kind of doji normally behave in two ways. One is to directly drop. Okay, the other directly drop means after testing some zone, drop respecting the high of the doji. The other way is the price to break this low and then to rise. So for me, let's see on the progression of this session, if I see that gold is giving us suitable entry opportunity, we'll consider going short on gold or long on gold based on what it does. Always looking for a high probability setup is always a good idea. NZD USD, please coach. Yeah, we'll look at it. Can we enter now on Aussie Yen? Aussie Yen, a couple of pips below that we entered. It's up to you. We entered at, I think, 92.59, which is almost there. So the rest is up to you. Either you want to enter, it's your choice. So I have shown our entry and exit. Hi there, Rizban. Okay, thank you very much. Prasenjit, coach, how are you? I'm good, Prasenjit. Thank you very much. Thank you for your care. Will do, no problems. Thank you very much for your help and also support to the academy. Will US30 go up? I'll look at it. AUDCHF, thank you very much. AUDCHF, okay. So we'll look at will US30 go up? No problems. I'll look at it. US30. Okay, so if gold is going to be bullish, then US30 is going to be bullish as well. But US30, if I look at the daily, what I see that it primarily grabbed liquidity here. Okay, on the daily you can see the price has grabbed liquidity from this support. What I think that US30 highly likely today will test the daily. Basically the price is doing as expected. As you remember that in the weekly forex forecast also I have mentioned that US30 likely to come back down, grab liquidity, and then to continue to rise. So this is the zone that where there is a daily 20 period moving average. Now if I look at the intraday perspective on the 4 hour, what I see that this is the price action that has an element of liquidity grab on US30. That's true, but we need to consider that one liquidity gap against the trend will not be a good idea. So if you look at this local trend is still bearish, okay? So you need to look at all the aspect before opening a trade. Aspect means like which were the local trend and which were the global trend. When you know how to merge them, you can merge into a big profitable trading system. Let me tell you what it is. Let's say here, okay, or let me give you a better example. For example, this bullish candle, okay, if you closely look at bullish candle, what you see that, see, this bullish candle has a huge liquidity gap from this 20 MA plus crossing this doji from the tummy of back to back to green bullish engulfer. It grabbed liquidity and closed as a full body green candle. Very powerful price action here. Now this is the price action, the direction is bullish. Now if you closely look at the direction of the trend, without any question the local and global trend is up here. You can see that a big move to the upside, okay? So the trending direction supportive is to the upside, the price action is to the upside, and the local trend in this short term trend also up, okay? It has created an, you can see that inverted head and shoulder and then started to push up. So this is a best trade towards the direction of the trend, and that is why you can see that there has been in fact a big move happen from that place. Now if you look at this one here, the only difference is that the trend is, local trend is not in favor, global trend is in favor, but local trend is not favor, local trend is down. So the trend is not merging. So what might happen, the price might test this support here, okay, which is turning resistance here, and then from here we could see that the price is coming back down, or we could see further rise and then, you know, again coming back, creating an head and shoulder and finally reversing. So to take a bullish trade we need clear reversal, okay, probably a head and shoulder here, okay, like that, and then continuing to the upside, okay? So depending on how the price action is forming, we'll decide. For the time being we'll keep it aside. Let's see what happened. Main focus now we are keeping on gold and British pound, US dollar and euro dollar. We'll look at it, and also some of the AUD pairs that are giving us trading opportunity. Let's see. Now gold, as you can see, if we see that doji has formed in a nice way, that might give us a potential bearish move. At least for short term we might open gold sell position. Let's see how it happens. As in the 1 hour chart we see that gold has formed a head and shoulder and has dropped, rejected to the upside. The price tested this level. Where is the previous resistance zone here, support zone here, turning resistance here. So let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on a trade. Now on the 1 hour chart we see that gold is forming a bearish engulfer. We'll see what happened. Let me look at the 15 minutes. Yeah, we need a better price action for entry. Gold is very sometimes very fussy. You see that it creates a lot of false breakouts. So to catch a good trade we really need good price action, for such as this one, very good price action like this. So let me look at the chat, guys. Okay, so for me, so thank you for both AUD trade. Appreciate, good work, thank you very much. Can you explain the strategy behind the trades? Yeah, absolutely, why not. So first of all, okay, let me look at Aussie Yen. Aussie Yen I already discussed. Let me look at the AUDNZD. Now AUDNZD, if I look at first of all daily, we see that this is a very strongly falling market, long-term bearish market. As you can see, starting from here, there's a big impulse happen, followed by this correction. It is in another impulsive phase. So we applied our what I called sniper entry. If I look at the 4-hour, this is in fact a very powerful bearish price action. If you can see on the first of all, this is the move happen, and then the price creating series of lower high and lower low, and on the way we see that the price created multiple liquidity gap. Now with that multiple liquidity gap, we see that this is the resistance here. Primarily one candle has penetrated all of this resistance, created this bearish engulfer, followed by we have seen the price has gone up there to this resistance, followed by another bearish candle that in fact grabbed multiple times liquidity. And the last one that we have entered the trade is where we have seen a powerful bearish engulfer has formed. And if we see our TF strategy, we see that this is where exactly the sell opportunity happen on AUDNZD, and we have seen a drop from that level. So these are the things that, and at the same time guys, if you want to learn our strategies that you have seen that we are teaching our students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and also trade with us and also experience, have all those trading tools, it will really help you in your trading, then you can join us. There is a link in the description area. Visit our website, join Forex Trading Wizard Academy to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So let me look at now on other pairs. Let's look at GJ. We see that GJ in fact has created, now it's turning to a strong bullish market. If you closely look at what you see, that GBP/JPY is a long-term bull market. From here there is a strong bullish move happen with this long doji. It's a powerful monthly bullish candle, followed by we have seen another bullish engulfer. Now back to back two bullish engulfer, then followed by what we see that there is another bullish candle that has a long wick at the bottom. So basically if you closely look at on the monthly perspective, we see that GBP/JPY every month creating series of higher low. So now what we see this month, after creating a higher low again, the price is pushing up. So highly likely that GJ now is going to test this level, and from that resistance we might see again return back. Now if we look at the weekly, this is what I basically I was thinking, that if this level, you can see that it's breaking this resistance level on GBP/JPY. Now with that break of this resistance, the price now going to a no man's land. There is no significant level of resistance to stop this price. So with that in mind, daily we have seen after this doji, the price now pushing to the upside, and we can expect now the price to continue to rise. Now previous session we have seen that there is a middleman has been created. Now look at guys, this is the powerful price action middleman. As you can see, very strong, powerful. It has an element of false breakout and also started to push up, and as a result we have seen a big move happen in this direction. So now let's see what happened. What I think that because it is started to break to the upside after a long consolidation, we might see a push to the upside. So yeah, GBP/JPY is bullish. Okay. Good day coach, thank you very much. CHFJPY please, and thanks for your assistance. No problem, I'll look at CHFJPY now. In the meantime, guys, let me know in the chat which one you are trading, and let me know in the chat which one you want me to discuss more in detail, so that I can. And if you have any question about trading psychology, also don't hesitate to ask me in the live chat. So as you can see, gold, we see some bearish move now, some drop happening. I think that, guys, this is the 1 hour chart. I think we might see some drop in gold. The bulls are not getting enough fuel for this move. So this is what I was talking yesterday. You remember that when you see a head and shoulder, what you can expect for before reversing, you can expect the price to test the neckline. Looks like that gold is doing that. Okay, testing the neckline. Okay, this support, which is turning resistance here, and also resistance here on gold. So yeah, let's see what happened. Then we'll jump on a sell trade. Yeah, we might see 4 hour candle close as a doji, but if I see a strong bearish price action, we may be able to open a sell position. You see there is an impulse here, correction. Now it might create another impulse, and at the same time, if we take our Fibonacci for this impulse, we see the price currently has retraced 50%, and from there we see that it is creating a bearish engulfer. We'll look at it. Thank you very much. What do you think? I think that gold looks like a little bit of bearish. George Wonder, AUD CHF, absolutely. Euro CAD reach target. Amazing, thank you very much. NZD, AUDNZD, closure receipt, thank you. I'll look at it. Daniel, okay, is CAD getting stronger? CHFJPY buy since last night. So far, so good, no problems. Pankimi, greeting you, coach. I have learned a lot from Candlestick Secret and how to beat the bank. They really helped me. Coming from Nigeria, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the main goal of this all this education here, guys, to help you in your trading. And you can just subscribe to the channel, give a big thumbs up. I'll count, guys, 2 seconds for you to remind you, everyone, give a big thumbs up so that the video get more views. That's how I will be really be motivated, and also it will help you, and you are supporting the channel. So 210, thank you very much for subscribing and giving a like on the video. So going to some of the pairs, AUD. Okay, so I see that question came, CAD getting stronger. Let me look at CAD. So to understand CAD getting stronger, USD CAD or oil is the best one. So looking at US oil, I see that little bit of sideways. Looking at USD CAD, also sideways. As I mentioned previously, USD CAD is doing exactly, it's not a good pair. Let me look at other CAD pairs. Aussie CAD. So Aussie CAD is dropping, but AUD also getting weaker. With that in mind, AUD CAD is dropping, but not necessarily the CAD is getting very stronger, but maybe sometime AUD getting weaker could lead to strength. But we see that AUD CAD is dropping very strongly than other AUD pairs, so the CAD might be getting a little bit of stronger. Let me look at other CAD pairs. Yeah, maybe CAD, time to time currency pairs get stronger and weaker, so that's fine. Okay, I just need to create a balance in the market, so it happens. But the main thing that we need to the smart trader does is, when something gets stronger or weaker, and when they come to a zone where the high area of value, and when you see that the price is creating a false breakout or maybe going against the trend, create an imbalance in the market, and then to jump on a trade, especially when you know that when the market imbalance occurs, that is where the good trades come in over time. So will you cover NZD CHF? Okay, I'll look at it. If gold sells, EU, Euro, USD sell too, kindly check, sir. Yeah, Euro, AUD. No problems, coach. Do you have a order in AUDNZD? Yeah, we do have order in AUDNZD, which is running sell position and which is running in some profit. So as usual, we also open Aussie Yen and Aussie NZD trade in this week. So as soon as the market open, like every week we do, we all have open and we keep running. AUDNZD almost came to hit the profit target, but it is now going up for a deeper retracement. And also Aussie Yen, it's just moving around this zone, but I hope that the price will continue to drop. Hoping is not, in fact, it's not a language, but what I'm saying that according to the analysis, we expect Aussie Yen to continue to drop, because hope sometime this word may carry something guessing, because guessing is in fact not a good idea at all in trading. Trading is all about proven back-tested strategy, and keep faith on it after testing over and over again. So that is where a trader turns into a profitable trader. Okay, so looking at, guys, GBP USD, let me look at the bigger picture. Looking at the monthly GBP USD is a bullish price action. As you can see, long-term monthly, there is a long bullish engulfer here, followed by, as soon as this market open on the monthly, we have seen that there is a bullish candle started to the upside, and we can expect this price to continue to rise. Now looking at weekly, what we see that in GBP USD on the weekly perspective, as soon as market open, we have seen a little bit of drop. Now it is going up again, and it is a long-term bull market. This is what exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast as well. So what I would say that on GBP USD is that the price highly likely that let me draw this level here. So we can expect GBP USD to have a bounce from this level again. Looking at daily, it depends on how the price actions for me. What I would say that GBP USD needs to grab liquidity from the previous day's low to break this resistance here. So with that in mind, if I look at the intraday or 4-hour time frame, then I would say that we might see further drop, at least to this 20 EMA on the 4-hour, and then we can expect bullish move. So this price action for me is still not ready to break this resistance level, because in this uptrending move, you have seen that the price primarily once failed to create a higher high. It instead created a long wick candle here. So with that long wick candle, what we see that in fact in GBP USD is now struggling to go up, and it needs a deeper retracement. What I think that even it might come back to this dodgy's low and then to continue to rise. But otherwise, if we see in fact a bullish move that happened, broken this level, then we'll look at new price action or market structure. So we'll see how the price action form. Once we will find the suitable entry, then we'll jump on a trade. Okay, Zark Rizwan, what about dollar yen? You look at it, Kanayat. That's correct, coach. We don't hope you are certain about trades. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Thought become things, no doubt about it. Eurusd looks good. Coach, may I know SLTP per audio? Go look at it. Samuel, AUDCHF 40 pip. Thanks to your analysis during London session. Yeah, Samuel, that's great. Yeah, I remember that AUDCHF we were talking about. It had a good move on AUDCHF since then after this dodgy. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at CHFJPY. And then we look at Dollar Yen. Okay, so looking at CHFJPY, we see that this is a long-term bullish market. If you look at the monthly, CHFJPY is a long-term bull market. Now from that long-term bullish market, what we have seen that CHFJPY from this monthly trend line, from this resistance zone, started to drop. Okay, now after this monthly close, what we have seen that CHFJPY is in fact, if we draw this level, we see that the price now going aggressively to the upside after grabbing liquidity. Now because it grabbed liquidity, I think that even it might break this resistance zone. The reason is, if you closely look at what you would see, that there is an impulse correction. It could be another impulsive phase, and when it is an impulsive phase on the monthly perspective, it is in fact a bullish move. Now looking at weekly, what we see that after the previous week bullish candle, this week the price, as soon as market open, we see some bullish move is happening. So what I think that on CHFJPY, the price may continue to rise, and this, if that's the case, then you see there is a long-term consolidation on CHFJPY, then breakdown, and that could be a bigger move starting, because already we see that previous resistance which is turning support here on CHFJPY, and with that level, what we can expect now to starting another bullish move here. Okay, if we look at the daily, what we see that in fact on the daily perspective, this is the resistance here, which is turning support here. Okay, so with that support, now we see the price has pushed to the upside, and we might see that because it grabbed liquidity from the support, we can expect the price to continue to go up. Now if we look at the intraday perspective on the 4 hour, what we see that CHFJPY after this double bottom strong move correction, so the price is in a bullish move after the previous sessions middleman. We see CHFJPY is pushing to the upside. Yeah, let's see what happened. Looks like that yen getting a little bit of weaker with major stronger currencies. So if we look at, let's say, we see CHFJPY is getting bullish, and if we look at the dollar yen, we might see the same thing, some strengthening in dollar yen. But if we look at daily, I don't think that could be a change of trend, but instead I think that dollar yen, again respecting this resistance, might continue to drop. Okay, so this is the support here. Okay, support here, resistance here. So with that said, what we can expect on dollar yen, let's see how it is reacting to this level. after back-to-back two dojis, the price now going up. And if we look at the intraday perspective on the 4-hour, we see the dollar yen support, it's acting here as resistance. But in case if dollar yen create double top here, okay, so with the double top could be a very good place for a long-term sell trade, and that is what I'm expecting, especially if it goes up and create a double top with a lower high, will be or creating a false breakout and then closing as a double top and starting to drop, and that is where we could see a very good move on dollar yen. So let's see what happened. So USDs are initially we placed a pending order, but later we closed it. USDs are order, I think that it's bullish. But before I go to the USDs are, let me look at the chat. Okay, can you put the fibs? Okay, yeah, sir, please. NZD CAD, yeah, absolutely. Should we sell now on gold after a bearish engulfing on 1 hour time frame? I'll look at it. Let me look at it. Nazam, we have CPI tomorrow, FOMC on Wednesday, announcement. Do you expect DXY to rally? So let me look at and Faizan, coach, I wish only using news and price action strategy. Coach, I was only using news and price action strategy for last 1 month. Okay, very good. My account has grown to 35%. Very good. Keep your great work. Okay, yeah, and that's an awesome awesome approach. I think that every members in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy should do that. Very good. You did a good job. Amazing job. Yeah, because you know when you learn a strategy, you need to see how it is performing in the real market, because the strategy is back tested. We have back tested, but for you is still new, right? And why it is, say, even if I tell you know the strategy is proven for many times, but every trader needs to go through it, go through the back testing, go through at least how the strategy is performing. Because as I mentioned in one of my video, guys, it's a big part of trading psychology. Keep in mind, see, our judgment and decision is governed by our middle brain. This is the real truth from scientific perspective, from neuroscientific perspective, that we may not be able to deny. So the thing is that when our decision is governed by this midbrain, that only trusts the things that it sees by in his, like when we see the things that is by our own eyes, we can keep faith on it. So once you learn a strategy, at least do a couple of back testing, maybe 10 15 at least minimum. There should be more. So that will give you a really boost in confidence that okay, this strategy work in that condition or in this condition. So that's why it is important that you go through a strategy and take a couple of demo trades. Okay, though this news and price action strategy that Aryan was talking about is not back testable. Okay, you need to go through the chart, take time. That's why I tell that this strategy when you cannot back test it. Can anybody tell me why a news strategy cannot be back tested? It's a tricky things, and this strategy is developed is based on the what I can say, the previous couple of sessions price action pattern will tell you in fact what will happen during the news or before the news when you should enter the trade. That's the news and price action strategy. So the reason it cannot be back tested is because, see, let's say go to the Forex factory, and once you go to this calendar, okay, you see there is a news announcement. For example, if I go in the past where there is a news coming up, and let's say I went to this zone in November, okay, 23rd of November, right? This is the zone that is the time is coming, and okay, so in that time, what price action has formed? It's very difficult to back test it with the news data, with the real chart, and that is why live market is very important. But when you the one that we are talking about, the news and price action, so when there is a news announcement coming, let's say if you go to the recent time frame now, this current time frame, what we see that 13th of December, let's go. Okay, so 13th of December, GBP CAD, okay, news is coming, GBP and CAD. So we can find a really predictable pattern on GBP CAD based on price action that will tell exactly what's going to happen before and after news, and that is the strategy that incredible. Yeah, that's what that we are offering. So if you want to learn that strategy, also you can visit the website. There is a link in the description area, and also there you should find a link at the top of the chat. There is a discount going on. You can learn that strategy and also trade with us in our VIP Telegram channel, where there is a VIP chat group with all the students interacting with each other, and also this incredible TF strategy indicator. As you can see, it will give you exact buy and sell signal if it satisfy all the rules of our trend following strategy. Is basically it's the strategy rules is translated into a Python script for TradingView and also for MetaTrader 4. So yeah, let's jump on to now, jump back gold again, look to see in fact how gold is doing. So if we look at this candle on the 4 hour on gold, is going to close after 40 minutes. So if I look at again on the higher time frame, we see that looking at the monthly on gold, what I see that on the monthly perspective, this is the resistance here, where there is a liquidity gap at the top. Okay, going back weekly, just reviewing again higher time frame to see in fact how it is doing. Now on the weekly, we see as soon as market open, there is a drop. Looking at the daily, so the way the price action form, as I mentioned earlier, looks like that gold might have drop, but it may be a little bit of slow drop because it's a long-term bull market, right? But at the same time, as I mentioned, so when you see price action like this, an impulse correction, another impulse, so it is a little bit of a risky trade. Now if we take it, the reason is the trend is up until we see a clear change of trend. So I really feel very discomfortable to trade against the trend, because that's I try to avoid wholehearted, because trading with the trend is the best trading strategy one can ever have. So let me tell you why this happens. It could continue to drop, but what's the issue trading with the trend? Let me tell you, a lot of trap happens when if you trade against the trend. Let me show you. Say, let's say this one here. See that there is a double top. Okay, nice looking double top with a liquidity gap in this one, and then price has gone up and then the price is dropping. So it's a nice looking double top here, okay, on this resistance. So instead of dropping, we have seen the price reversed back, right? That's it, because it's an against the trend. If you jump back again, what you see that the price is in fact in the local trend, it is in an uptrend, right? So you're taking against the trend on the local direction. So that's the thing. So if you look at some more examples, you see a lot of the time you see this same kind of thing here as well. So the price, look at here, okay, we see that this is a channel, right? And then the price has broken down, corrected. So with that breakdown to the correction, we see that the price has created a nice looking and exactly now the same kind of price action it is creating on gold. From this channel, the price has broken, looks like that bearish should drop, and instead of dropping, what we have seen that, yeah, the price jump back to the upside. Okay, so trading against the trend will cause you sometime trouble. So always trading with the trend will give you an advantage over the long term. So now from this 20 EMA on the 4-hour, what I would say that gold highly likely that, so either will continue to rise after creating a reversal or continue to drop. Okay, to me it is still not fully clear because the price action. So the only thing here we have for shorting prediction is this long doji. You see that there is in fact a very long doji. Okay, and normally the price reverse like that, creating multiple like that, you know, up and down, slaughtering a lot of retail traders, stop loss, and then you know that, and then reverse. So it has liquidity because it failed to create a higher high, instead create a lower high. So with that mind, we could see some drop. Even we could see the price breaking this resistance, which is turning support. So now to trade in the short direction, what I need the price to create a trend. Okay, so this is always a good idea to sell the market which is fully bearish, to trade in a market, buy in a market which is fully bullish. This is the quote from JC Livermore. He's a legendary trader. I studied a lot of many of his philosophy, logic, how he traded the market, and in fact what was his even biography. I studied his biography when he was very young. That time there was no digital way, but there was a pot house. So wherever he was going, he was winning. Later they refused to take his trade, and then he went to New York Stock Exchange where he started to trade many times. He has a lot of setback as well, but trading is like that. Sometime it's like a curve, like a, you know, a trending curve. So sometime you'll see a very good profit in your trading, and there will be a correction. It's a normal, and then you'll see another move, and then there will be a correction. So everything in fact in this universe, if I say, moves like that, everything. And acceptance of this fact really will give one a big knowledge, a big liberation, what I can say. So what do I mean by this? Let's say when you see something is going up or constantly going down, and then we when it retrace, sometimes we feel a bit, you know, discontent or unhappy. But the fact is that This is how things works. Otherwise, let's say if there is no up, you cannot find a down, right? Can you consider down without up? To measure down, you need an up like this. So to have a sunny day, you need a rainy day. So let's say if I have only a preference for sunny day, and then that's how sometimes people's life become difficult when we have many preference. For example, if I say that I love sunny day, okay, and I don't say anything else, that means that I actually not loving the rainy day. So when there will be a rainy day, I might feel little bit of unhappy. So that unhappiness, in fact, not for the rainy day, is because I didn't like the rainy day. Rainy day and sunny day, they will come together, and things are as they are. So the best way is to accept the things as they are, then we can have enormous happiness. So trading is, you can apply this knowledge in trading as well. You see that in fact trading, as a trader, you will have a big rise and then some correction, and then will rise, correction. So when there is a correction, say to yourself, it's a correction, it's needed, it's okay. Then that's how you can remain focused on your task. You know that it's working out, it's going in the direction, which is very important as a trader. So as a target, no problems. Love from Hyderabad. Thank you very much. Ashish sir, no problems, can't be back tested because it's based on fundamental, not technical. Samuel, that's basically, it's based on both fundamental and technical, okay? That's why. So it's not only fundamental but not only technical. They're combining the price action and news, and I think that this is only the strategy you'll ever find, like combining two factors together. In most cases you see that a strategy normally based on technical. In most cases, this is only the strategy you will ever find that where news and price action, not even a fundamental, it's a pattern recognition, what I can say, not based on any fundamental data. So if I say, let's say if I say fundamental, then I have to bring forth a fundamental data, right? So it's not about fundamental data, it's about the pattern that is forming. So regardless of the result, you can predict the market with incredible accuracy when you understand that pattern. So that's the thing. Looking at US30, you see this market is not moving that much like other pairs. So let's look at daily perspective on US30. Let's see what it is doing. If I look at first of all monthly, what I see that on the monthly perspective, US30 is currently it has come back for a retracement. Now it is in a zone where we need to look at weekly, because otherwise we'll not understand it. Now if we look at the weekly, we see that the price is bouncing exactly where we expected on US30. Now with that bounce, what we have seen that it is now facing weekly resistance at the same time. And this is the support turned resistance on the weekly. Okay, so if we look at daily, we see that in fact US30 on the daily time frame, this is the 20 EMA on the daily on US30, and with that daily 20 EMA, I think that, look, it depends mainly on how this daily candle will close. It may remain bullish, okay, but I think that from this 20 EMA on the daily, we might see a primary rejection to the downside. If I look at the intraday perspective on the 4-hour time frame, we see that US30 is now, there is a rejection forming a doji. Based on how it will do, we'll understand in fact how the price action might do. So yeah, let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on this trade. But this is what I in fact exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast. You have seen that probably what I think that it might create a channel like that, which is one probability. And if it creates this channel, so it's not forming yet, so it is difficult to define the top, but support could be like that. And then because it's a long-term bull market, we might see something in that way, and then it will form the top of the channel. Okay, so there is one probability like that. So in that case, on the monthly, going up and then continuing to the upside along this zone. So let's see, or slowly may turn to bearish market after going to this resistance zone. So let's see what happened, and then over time we'll see in this live session. As soon as we'll see any trade, yeah, we'll take it, no problems at all. Arc, it's not even that way. It's a what you expected is part of. So it's basically, let me explain exactly how it works. So what happened, let's say there is a news tomorrow, right? Exactly, if I tell how it is, let's assume that not assume, there is a news on GBP and CAD. Okay, so marry GBP and CAD. Okay, and then go to the chart, right? Now if you go to the GBP and CAD, because tomorrow this time there is a news, now there is a pattern happens 24 to 48 hours earlier till the news announcement, that is predictable. Okay, so the price action behave in a way that you can predict what will happen. So that is a very high accuracy prediction that I have seen over time, and that's the strategy. Incredible. And so this basically, you don't have to rely on the news data, nothing, but just pattern form over time because of the news impact. And the reason is, let me tell you exactly why this happened. See, the news announcement, when we see, let's say go back to the past again. Okay, so what we see that, let's say this news is announced, right? 33.3k, okay, 3.3k result. Now before this news, we don't know anything about it, right? But big boys, they know it's not possible for us, but there are some thing that inside they knows. Okay, and based on that, they place huge volume in the market before a couple of sessions earlier in the news, and that is predictable. And that's prediction, because in fact the market moves when the big boys buy or sell in the market. Okay, now keep in mind guys, what I am giving this opinion is completely my own opinion. A big disclaimer that in a sense, it is not possible for someone to know what will happen in the news. It's an offense, it's not possible. But what I said in my opinion from the prediction and the pattern. Okay, so with that said, what that price action is predictable in my, as I mentioned, in my opinion, with a clear disclaimer. So that That is what we formed in a strategy that gave us a very good prediction in the market. Okay, so looking at AUDUSD, as you can see, AUDUSD, this is the price action is forming. Okay, though it is a bearish engulfer, it is now crucial part to see what's gonna happen in this market. Is it going to be bullish or bearish? Let's look at bigger picture, monthly. So this is the monthly price action on AUDUSD, which is now in the red zone on the monthly perspective. If I look at the weekly, we see that there is a doji has been formed on the weekly. I think that we might see further downward movement on AUDUSD and then to have a jump to the upside. Now, if I look at daily, as you can see this price action on the daily, the price was creating this impulse correction. We see that this is an impulse and correction. So I think that we could see deeper retracement, and yeah, I think that this is the zone. This is an order block on AUDUSD. Okay, so what I think that highly likely that the price will create a lower high or higher low with this support and will create a bullish move. So to form that, if you look at the daily, you'll see that the price might break this daily low and then will continue to rise. So yeah, that could be a good place for opening buy position after dropping. But we need this price action. Currently what I see is primarily bearish, but at the same time it is approaching an important level of support. So after this kind of price action, normally the price break the low, create a false breakout, and then could continue to rise. Okay guys, so hopefully that you are enjoying. Guys, give a big thumbs up and also let me know in the chat what's your trading time, like what time do you trade. Is it you trade full time or at certain period of time or in just a certain session? So what's your trading style? Let me know in the chat so that I know more better about your trading style and trading psychology, so we know each other in a better way. So looking at, let me look at all those USD pairs so that we know exactly which way the market is heading. So there is a candle close nearing. We see that Aussie Yen, you see some okay, what we see that EURUSD has a big jump to the upside. With that in EURUAUD should, yeah, EURUAUD also have a big bullish move. So if you look at weekly, we know that EURUAUD is likely to be bullish, but it didn't give us a chance for further drop. This is what I was waiting for EURUAUD, in fact, to cross the weekly low, but it didn't drop. For me to enter buy trade, I need Euro AUD to break this low, but it didn't do it anyway. Let's look at the daily now. We see this is the daily chart on Euro AUD, and what I think that it may not go up further anymore. Okay, instead we could see Euro AUD again coming back down certain level and then going bullish. So basically what we will do on Euro AUD is we'll wait for a bullish setup. Okay, so if we see this trend line, okay, this resistance here is been tested as a support, then we'll consider going long on Euro AUD. Let's see what happened. Okay guys, so CADJPY, look at what's happening with CADJPY. Monthly, bearish, weekly. As soon as market open, we have seen some bullish move. Can we see that CADJPY from this resistance, the price has created series of lower high. Could be a good sell setup on CADJPY, but I would be more than happy if the price has broken this daily high here. You see that if it has created a false breakout, I would really go short because it's a nice looking bearish price action, but there is a weakless candle here, and we could potentially see that CADJPY, I would be happy if the price has gone there to test this level, and from here to continue to drop. Yep. So let's see what happened on the candle close, then we'll see in fact how we'll be trading. So on gold, coming back, we see that we see bearish price action is being formed for the locally, and look at the 4 hour, looking at daily. The price didn't test this level on the weekly, so it's a little bit of risk on this one. CADJPY or gold, buy or sell. Gold looks like that, maybe turning into a sell position. Let me look at New York session. No problem, certain period of time because working swing trading strategy I'm using. Very good, thank you. How does NAS100 look to you at this point? Look at it. What pairs does US30 correlate? So US30 and NAS100 basically relates to USD. So how does it work is that basically USD versus rest of the world. Okay, that's how I think. In fact, the market moves like that. So basically you can say DXY. Okay, so you can study DXY, okay, and then you can predict most of the pairs how they will move, except like, you know, that let's say GBP JPY, you may not be able to predict DXY, or Euro AUD, that's a a secondary currency. But basically USD pairs, US30, if gold going up, US30 going up, euro dollar, so they basically, when dollar drops, all those pairs going up. It's basically, you see, when you see US30 is basically, you know, that so the way I explain it is like an best ways to consider as an energy pool. So let's say there is a pool, there's a huge wave of energy in it. Okay, so with that huge wave of energy on the pool, now there is another pool here. So energy, as you know, that energy cannot be destroyed or converted. The only thing we can do is, can be converted, like destroyed or not, neither destroyed nor created. So it's going from one to the other. So the liquidity like this. So when dollar getting weaker, other pairs getting that liquidity, and that means they are going up. So basically it's a distribution from this to that. So that's how it's easy to understand. That's the best way to, and this is the in fact correct way to predict the market. That's how it works, because overall liquidity is same. Let's say when you close a position, what you do, you sell, right? So, and it basically goes to other currency. That's how it works, right? During the crisis time, normally, as you know, the dollar get stronger, and other pair, the money come, like liquidity come from other pairs. That's how it works. Nasser, good morning from Canada. I'm part-time for that. I don't make money forex. Okay, so look, it's okay, Nasser. You know that. What I would say that, let's say, I don't know how long you are trading, but making money from trading take little bits of time. It's not only in trading, in everything you do initially. Even if you go to study, okay, let's say you want to go to study in college or you go to study in school, you are basically not getting anything, right? You are giving time, energy, and also money. So it's a learning process. But the problem happen with trading is we have power in our hand. For example, when you are taking a diploma, okay, a small degree or diploma, all right, then you know that I need to complete that degree to gain power so that I can use that power or energy or what I can say value to generate money. But the problem happen with trading, whenever we open an account, we have the button to press that gives us money. So, but without being wise on it, if we use it, then sometimes we make mistake that causes us to lose, and then making think that okay, maybe it's so hard. So that's why I say that be patient, look at the bigger picture, and then look at bigger picture and think that way, that the way that you will feel good, that whatever happens, I'm stick to it, I'm gonna make it happen, it will happen, and it will happen. As long as you are not quitting, everything is possible. So yeah, be on it. And I'll say that every one of you have enormous potential as a trader. So trading is, so everything we do in our life is kind of, you know, what I can say, a talent hidden inside us. Anything, let's say you want to be a leader or anything, there is a primordial pattern inside us that hidden inside within us. So when you tap into that power, it comes out. So primordial pattern, what do I mean by this? Let's say we born our ancestors. If you go back to the ancestors long ago, then you will see that our ancestors in area in this world, there is no technology, nothing, and they survive in the world in a completely natural way. So that time we had people who are very, what I can say, you can recognize them easily who they are. Now in the modern world, due to distraction, a lot of technology, we lost. But you can recognize them very easily, who is a hunter, who is a warrior, who is a leader, who is the magician. You can recognize that. That's a primordial pattern. So once you try something and you stick to it, we have a mind called unconscious. That unconscious mind is 98% of our total existence. So that 98% started to work for you. And when this unconscious started to work for you, you started to become a superman in anything. Just you need to want it. Say to yourself, I'm a trader, I'm a profitable trader, and try to look for proof. That's how the conviction works. Once you create a conviction, you can do anything. So no matter whatever happening, always say to yourself, I'm a good trader, I'm a profitable trader, I'm doing very well. If you win a trade, look at it. If you lose a trade, also look at it in a positive. Say that okay, I learned something from here, I manage the risk. Always look at the things that will give you positive feedback. And then once you wanting it over and over again, that unconscious part will started to open up, will make that primordial pattern work for you to make you the trader that you want to be. That's how things work. So let me look at gold now, guys. We see that there is some strong rejection happening from the top. So this is the 1 hour chart. So from this price section, looks like that we might see some short-term drop on gold. I think that we might see drop, but to enter a trade, I still need a clear clarification on this one, because if you closely look at low of this candle, there is a higher low, and at the same time we see an impulse, correction impulse. So let's the market creates a clear trend direction, then it will be jumping on gold. But in the meantime, let me look at all the pairs, how they are doing. AUD so AUDNZD, as we are running a trade which is running in good profit, almost near the TP. Let's keep it running. Aussie CHF also drop. So Aussie Yen also near our entry, so should be fine. Aussie dollar, yeah, looks like that Aussie dollar creating this bearish pattern, and this candle on the 4 hour on Aussie dollar, you can see from this resistance level the price is coming back down. So we could see another drop, but with the drop, this is the resistance here, support here. Okay, so you'll see what happened on this one as well. So CAD CHF also giving us a strong bearish price action. But euro dollar created a completely different price action, which is in fact bullish, but or sideways. CADJPY. Might drop from this level, CADJPY, from this resistance. Okay, looking at US30, pardon me, US100, we see that there is in fact a doji here. if this current candle is closing on US100 as a doji like that, we could see some drop in this one as well. So basically gold has closed with in this intraday. Okay, so for gold, possibility for short-term drop. Okay, but I think that respecting this 20 EMA on the 4-hour, gold may continue to drop. So with that in mind, let's look at, I see that AUDNZD is still bearish. So as you can see, after this, a strong bearish engulfer followed by a middleman on AUDNZD, which is also bearish. And yeah, Aussie Yen also created a bearish price action. We can expect it to continue to drop. So looks like that AUDUSD is bearish. If we look at the news coming up, so if we look at the news calendar later, what we see, so tomorrow, that means it's already today on 13th, 7:25 a.m. CAD news, 6 p.m. GBP, 10 p.m. GBP. So very volatile market coming up, guys. So make sure, guys, you join us using the link in the description, or there's a link at the top, to trade with us and to learn our strategies in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. We do have very good trades and also our strategies. So we see that from this price action, guys, I see that gold might give us some short-term drop, might, as I said, because it's in fact it's a long-term bull market. Until we see trend direction, I will not be selling, but keeping eye on it. Okay, so these are the trade that we have sent out to the students today. Early Aussie Yen, which is running GBP/JPY buy trade, we closed with profit. It's a very short term trade. USDZAR, we closed pending order. AUDNZD running in profit. So yeah, I'll be looking for some good trades like gold, British pound, US dollar, euro dollar whenever I will get the chance. Now looking like that euro dollar, as you can see, this is the daily price action. The price in a resistance now, in fact. And if you closely look at this, is the last day of trading, the last week's trading days candle, and this is the resistance here. You can see that. So with that resistance, what we see that on the 4-hour, So this is the level where you see the lower high has been created. And I think that the price might respect this level, but still you see that on this resistance the price is still creating series of high and low. Okay, so let's look at all of them. Aussie Yen, pardon me, Dollar Yen. There's a bullish candle on Dollar Yen. I think that this is just a liquidity grab here on Dollar Yen, and we could see now a drop, because if you look at daily you see that the price in fact crossed two dojis high, grab liquidity, and I would say that Dollar Yen may continue to drop from here, as the price already has broken this resistance here, grab liquidity, and from here we can expect Dollar Yen to continue to drop. So I'm just looking at all of them to see in fact if there is any suitable entry with us. Guys, let me know in the chat which one you are trading. Okay, Samuel, thank you very much. Which pairs do you recommend trading this morning, sir? For trading now, gold is a very good position, but we need to find an entry on it. Hey sir, neutral gas, please have a look at it. Good day, coach. How are you doing today? I'm good, very well, thank you very much. Kanath, it might be perfect timing for Dollar Yen buy. I don't think so, because it could be, but for me Dollar Yen, I would say that it might even turn into bearish market, because I know that this is an impulse correction, impulse bullish engulfer, but at the same time Dollar Yen, as you can see, created a little bit of penetration of this resistance and then grab liquidity. In fact, it is a double top, and long-term trend on Dollar Yen is still bearish, so there is a probability for this price to even continue to drop on Dollar Yen. So do you see dollar is squeezy? Looking at DXY, Okay, looking at daily perspective on DXY, what I see that this is the daily high. Okay, doji on DXY, we have seen this is what exactly expected in the forex forecast. The price did exactly has broken the daily high. Now we see some rejection to the downside. It might create another doji, or it may remain bearish like that on DXY. So we might see the price again going up here to test this level, creating a complete head and shoulder, and then continuing to the downside on DXY. So based on how it is doing, we'll see that. But for the time being, DXY is still showing bearish. It is doing exactly as predicted. As you can see, it has broken this zone and then has come back down. So I think that DXY might remain bearish, but you could see a spike to the upside, completing a head and shoulder, and then I could continue to drop DXY. So if DXY is bearish still, then gold is still could remain bullish. As I mentioned, that it's sometimes it might be very difficult for you to predict. So yeah, this is how we have seen the market is moving. Yeah, so yeah, a bit sideways, but still dollar is bearish. Okay, still bearish. So in that case, for AUDUSD, even we might see sideways or a little bit of drop and then continuation to the upside. Except Aussie Yen, we see that is bearish, and AUDNZD, which is also bearish. So yeah, looks like that. Thank you very much for that. Good afternoon, sir. I am from Botswana. Which pair can I use with 10 USD account? Any pair you can use, if as long as you have a good what I can say, strategy. Euro dollar, sir. What should we do if we don't see results, even those who have been working hard in trading life? So what should we do if we don't see results, even though we have been working hard in trading and in life? Very good question. Look, what I would say that there is no word I have seen in my own experience, in my surroundings, and also what I know in my knowledge. There is no word in the world that there is no results if you have been working hard. I can guarantee, 100% guarantee, that if you want something, it will come to you, but you need to know how to want it. Okay, that is the thing, keep in mind, because everyone have this power. We choose the way we want anything in life. So the only thing that you need to know how to want it, that's it. So the how you want it is from intention. Okay, keep in mind that intention creates results. Okay, how to want it, see, the sentence itself, let's say, let me tell you the real thing, that if you realize it, you are done for the day, for the life. The question you ask is, sir, what should we do if we don't see results even though we have been working hard? Now the sentence itself represents a little bit of doubt that the things that you are working may not come. And how our mind works is that whatever you'll think will happen. Now if you think doubt, then it will come as a doubt. So to have something in your life or to bring forth, there's no room for doubt. You see that? Sir, what should I do if I don't see results even though we have been working hard? That means that you are doubting that may not come. And once you doubt, it will delay. So the only way you can make it, you can bring it no matter what without doubt. So the sentence, paraphrasing for the right way to bring it in your life, is saying like that, sir, I'm sure that the result will come. I'm working hard. There's no doubt about it. I see the result. I see my trading account in my eyes. $1 million trading account in my eye, just waiting to be delivered next year. I'm just waiting. I can see that money in my account. Write that down, think that way, it will come. And you know that Jim Carrey, the famous actor, he has written a check, blank check to himself, looking at the Hollywood, and said that this check I'm writing, just blank check, I'll fill the date, this date, it's coming to me. And that is where the magic happens. So you might say, okay, I don't see result, then how can I keep that faith? Okay, see, nothing comes before you become that. Always keep in mind, everything comes after you become who that things. So how does it work? Let me quickly give you an example. I know that it's trading, but it's also fully related to trading psychology, so that you know. Let's say you are a trader. Okay, now you are here, okay, in here. So you want to be a trader. Now, how do you become a trader? First, set a goal, a clear idea of what you want out of trading. Okay, and then repeat it over and over again to yourself that it's gonna happen, it's coming to you, it's coming to you. Okay, remove all doubt. Now how does doubt come? See, I did a lot of work on this, I know everything. So how does doubt come is that there are some limits that we put on ourselves even we don't know it. That limit is most of the time is sometimes if you try to work on it, you will see that it's in fact very easy to remove, very easy. How do you do? If you really want to work on it, then it will happen. Make 2 columns on a paper, write down here what you want, and write down here in fact what is stopping you from getting it, no matter what. First write down here what you want, no matter how discomfort it feels like to you, and then write down here actually what is it that stopping you from getting that. First find out that limit. Okay, and make 1 column here saying that, okay, what this limit is not here, what will happen? What this limit is not here, what will happen? Then what you will see that actually this limit is some invisible limit that we put on that. So that's how you can make anything. And when you do that, automatically this you start to think without that limit, okay, and that doubt will go away and you become what you want to become. For example, let's say you want to be a full-time trader leaving your job. Most of them may have this goal. You want to be a full-time trader, okay, full-time trader leaving your job. Okay, now you might say, okay, I want to be a full-time trader to leave my job, but now I don't have a capital to trade. How can I become? You might see the limit is capital, and then write down here, okay, what if I have capital, the limit gone. Then write down here, okay, I don't have enough time, I'm very stressed, I had to do 10 hours of work and then looking after this and that, I don't have time. So limit is I don't have time. Okay, and then remove that limit here. Okay, what if I have time? Okay, I have time, say like this, and then you see that in fact you are spending maybe an hour a day just for social media. You can cut that time, and you see that you in fact don't need in fact a capital. You can trade on demo, money will come. So that's how you will see that slowly you can remove all the doubts and all the limits, and then you can achieve. And that's how it works. So basically removing the doubt and going into the point and getting what you want. Basically we get what you want 100% of the time. That's the end of the things. So we get what you want at the end of the time. So if we don't know what you want, then we end up getting what you don't want. So that is why we get what you want. If we don't know what you want, then we end up getting what you don't want. So this choice is up to us, that should you want or should you don't want. Okay, bye-bye. And I think the gold is going towards daily 20 MF. From there it can be potentially grab liquidity and go bullish. I think so, bye-bye. And I'm thinking that way. Okay, I think that gold might come back down here and then going to be bullish again, or maybe in a sideways. So that is why if I see, let's say, strong bullish price action on gold, then I'm gonna go bullish, because until I see a clear downtrend, I'm not gonna be bearish. So instead of bearish, staying for a bullish opportunity in a downtrend, in a long-term up, let's say long-term uptrend, locally downtrend, wait for a bullish setup, because the more it will drop, the chances it will have a bigger move to the upside. Instead of thinking of selling, let it drop and then wait for a bullish setup, because when the market will be overextended against the trend, that is where we'll have a bigger trading opportunity. Okay guys, hopefully that you are enjoying it. Give a big thumbs up guys, and also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us and be part of the community, and also have all the trading tools that we have, including this trend following strategy indicator to give you a buy and sell signal, then you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, there's a discount going on, you can join us. Good evening, I'm from India. Can you suggest me the safest broker to trade Forex in India? In our country it is okay. You can find a link in the description area for all the brokers that most of the country you can use. This is the safest broker that I am offering currently. I'm also with them, so you can find a link, and also that link will give you a bonus in your trading account. Thank you, Eurusd giving entry. Let me look at Eurusd. Okay, so looks like that Eurusd has a penetration to the upside in this news. Yeah, looks like that Eurusd creating a a slowly strong bearish price action. Okay, it multiple time tested this zone, created series of lower high. Yeah, I think that Euro GBP slowly preparing for further drop, as on the daily it has already created a bearish price action, and we can expect Euro GBP to give us a strong bearish price action. So if Euro GBP is testing this 20 EM again, I might even enter the trade. Looks like that it's a good shorting setup, keeping stop loss above, take profit 1 to 2 or here somewhere. So let's see what happened, and then we'll jump on the trade. Okay guys, so I think that we have covered most of the pairs. Look, we are running a trade, as you know, that on Aussie Yen and AUDNZD, and we'll keep running, and in the meantime I'll keep eye on the market until I find suitable entry, as the news is coming tomorrow also, and also early morning today. Definitely we'll have some good trades. So yeah, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, and join us, link in the description. And with that said guys, I'm gonna end this session. I sincerely believe that when natural gas, let me look at, yeah, so natural gas I have seen early today. I think that natural gas has a big gap opening. Is basically the price is in a retracement now. As you can see from this support, as I mentioned earlier, there is a bounce as expected from this support on natural gas. Now the price with that support, it created an head and shoulder, and we can expect a rejection to the downside on natural gas. So yeah, I think that natural gas will create a bearish move again in a very crucial zone. Let it create a strong bearish price action, then there is a possibility to drop. I just look at for students, but I do not trade natural gas. It has a very big swap for me. Yeah, so I think that the price from this neckline already tested this head and shoulder, and you can see this is the previous support here, which is turning resistance. Okay, yeah, hopefully that guys you are enjoying this session. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow during this London session and New York session live session, and also check out the website, link in the description. Subscribe to the channel and go through all the YouTube videos. There's a lot of content that might be helpful to you. Thank you. I'll see you very soon.